PC Long, who found the piece of apron, was examining the interior of the entrances, and yet nobody would have predicted that this piece of material would be discovered on the very night of the murder by a policeman on patrol.
What are you trying to get at, Holmes?
Are we accusing the
Let's look at this
PCs?
message on the wall, Watson. The Jews are not the men that will be blamed for nothing. In other words, the Jews were possibly blamed for nothing, but that will no longer be the case. Reading this message naturally begs one question. What would that be, Watson?
Why?
Indeed, Watson, why? For what reason would one have the right to blame the Jews in the future? Remember, Liz Stride was killed near a club for socialist Jews, Edaus not far from a synagogue and the Imperial Club, and finally, this piece of apron dropped here. This building is occupied by Jewish families. The killer really did go out of his way to incriminate the Jews living in the area.
It's a bit obvious, Holmes.
Yes, but with the rumors, Watson, the author of this message would have received a response to his strategy.
You are right, Holmes. So perhaps it's a good thing this message was erased.
Whoever took the decision to do this is a man of great wisdom and courage. Let's return to Baker Street, Watson. I have some pipes to smoke to help me think more clearly.
Let's go back to Baker Street. Home, sweet home.
Oh, right. We're not just going there. Not sure why not. Could have just cut to this.
I had nightmares all night, Holmes. As for you, I bet you didn't get a wink of sleep, did you? It's this chalk message business, isn't it?
Probably more Edos.
Among other things.
And this lunatic is still running free. If only we knew what he looked like.
But we do know, Watson. We have a fairly accurate description.
I must have missed an episode of your adventures, Holmes. Not only have I heard you discredit the value of our eyewitnesses, but the few descriptions we do have don't seem to correspond.
An inaccurate account can regain its value if we can discover why and to what extent the truth must be rewritten. We've learned a great many things tonight, and I'm able to tell you what our man looks like.
Really?
Yes, and we're going to need a few things, Watson. Find me 3 mannequins, my worker's costume, my 3 full wigs, one of your worn garments, yes, that can be used for the workman's outfit, and one of your old suits. Oh, and my deer stalker, the one I never wear, but everyone seems to think I wear day and night.
I loved that one. Oh, that's great. Oh, dear. Right, we're after stuff. There's one mannequin.
A wig. This will come in handy.
Yes. Okay, all I can see is blackness in there, so I assume there's nothing. Right, we're missing a mannequin. I assume I have it in my room for some reason. He says, currently playing Watson. There it is.
Let's try to recreate the profile of the men seen by our 3 witnesses.
Okay. Here.
So, as for one of the murders, we have no witnesses whatsoever. As for the 3 other, we have at least one person who claims to have seen the victims talking to a man a few minutes before their death. Do you remember whom these would be, Watson?
Right, so... Oh my goodness. Right, I need to go and look these up then. Right, so we have to go back to... Who saw the first one? No, it wasn't Books Row. It was Richardson, I think. No. No, it wasn't Richardson. No, it was one of the documents, wasn't it? Testimony of E. Long, was it? Age at least 40. Approximately 5'3". brown deerstalker hat, dark coat, general appearance of working class. And you'd probably say about the same thing. No. So, 5'3", 40, various things. Oh, I meant to do this, didn't I? Right, testimony of E. Long. Then we obviously heard that. Who was the other? Is it you who said it? No, I don't think this is right, is it? Remaking the key. No. Was it you, sir? You, madam? No, it was, you, wasn't it? Yeah. I think that's right. There we go. So that's that one. I need to actually look at this. Because they say 5'7", don't they? Oh, no, 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 you're not the eyewitness. Are you? You are, aren't you? Yes, you're the one I want. No, no, I want to get rid of him. Oh, I've got to get... Wait, are you saying that that one was right? Because there's two different ones in there. Okay, it won't let me remove them now.
Bravo, Watson. There are our 3 witnesses.
But which one am I doing with this one? He's got 2. That's why I was going to remove it. But he's an eyewitness. Not really. 5'3". And that's it. So 5'7", 30 years old, moustache. Must have been 30. Fair. Dark. Actually, I need to actually probably have him clothes, don't I? Dark coat, dark hair and moustache. Dark hair and a dark coat. So give you that. That's probably what he had. Fair clothing, fair hair. Loose dark jacket, grey cap, and a red scarf. Hang on, why have I given you that? Confused, what am I doing? Let's have a look at this. Light complexion, loose dark jacket, grey cap, red scarf. Right. That feels hard. You... Short, black outfit, small felt hat, like a cap, in a dark collar, white collar. So let's switch these out. No, you're 5'7", aren't you?
There is an error, Watson. Let's reread Abraham's testimony.
Okay, so I've just set everything, and he's like, they're all wrong. So it was 5'7" though. Light complexion, fair moustache, loose dark jacket, grey cap. Is it meant to be this one? Is it meant to be that one?
Excellent. Now, on to the next step.
Alright, so I've got you right. Okay, so it's not the jacket.
Indeed, Watson, that's the right size for Abraham's mannequin. The account given by Mr. Solomonovich's friend is incorrect in at least one point. The first Joseph said that the man was at least 5 foot 7 inches tall. The second Joseph said he was 3 inches taller than the victim, whom we know was 5 feet tall, which would suggest a height of 5 foot 3 inches. Don't forget that it was this second Joseph who attracted his friend's attention towards the couple on the other side of the road. We can assume he got a very good look at them. As for young P.C. Smith's account, he must have been mistaken about this person's real height. It is only an inch or two after all, and we can attribute the same height as the other two.
Okay. What else have I gotten wrong on this then? So we've changed the height. Still wrong. Light complexion, fair moustache. He wore a loose dark jacket and a grey cap.
Excellent. Now on to the next step.
Well, we can assume that that's right. Let's look at what have you got. 30 or even less, 28 or even less, 26, 5'8", dark brown moustache. Oh, that was already dark brown. Was he wearing a cap? Oh, like a cap in a dark colour. Barely 30 years old, maybe less, 5'8".
As for young P.C. Smith's account, he must...
Yes, but you asked me to put what he put. 26, maybe I want to go up to 30, do we? Oh, no.
As for young P.C. Smith's...
Yes, I know. I've already got that, though. Am I meant to drop this down to 5'3"? No. That's what you said, isn't it? Right. Dark colour and a white collar. Seems to be a respectful type. He's carrying a packet in his hand. Short black outfit. But you won't let me... Okay, so that's right. 5'8" at the very most, between 26 and 30.
Bravo, Watson. Our mannequins have been recreated based on the correct accounts.
Right,
now, Watson, let's see in what ways these statements differ and how the witnesses could have been mistaken. Let's look at these wigs and moustaches. Let's start by taking the first Joseph's testimony, who saw the man head-on in a well-lit spot and in which he noted fair hair. Now, let's consider the same person, but in the lighting and angle of the other two witnesses, in the darkness of night, with poor artificial lighting from above. Put out the light, Watson.
So I assume... I can't do that. You're not telling me you've got a light switch, are you?
Thus, poor lighting and a backlit subject can affect our perception of shades and colours. The wigs from Abraham's mannequin took on the same colour as the other two. The three testimonies, therefore, don't contradict one another, and we can apply the same facial hair to all three mannequins. Turn on the light, Watson.
Would there have been light switches like this? I don't know. What do I do next?
Okay, Watson, let's give all of our mannequins the same hair.
Oh, okay. That's what you want me to do.
Yes, I have, Holmes.
Well done, Watson. With regards to the murderer's hair, the three witnesses should agree on Abraham's testimony. As Joseph is the only one who saw our man in full light, his hair must therefore be fair. You see, Watson, it is hard to draw objective conclusions when one is an eyewitness to an event. This leads us to reconsider the various statements regarding the supposed age of the man. Even if you are face to face with someone in full light and for a period of several hours, to what extent can you determine their exact age? And even more so if you observe them for only a few seconds and or from behind. We must allow some flexibility when considering our witnesses' statements, but always scientific flexibility.
What? What does that even mean? This makes more sense than the timeline. The timeline was just, oh, we're going to change things. This one, at least it's kind of, well, if we take this into consideration. Right, okay. So, tolerance of years 70.
It would be wise to treat this witness account with a degree of skepticism. For Long's mannequin, the margin of error is from 7 to 10 years.
So I don't know what the 30 to 50 is. I really don't know. Am I meant to go through and be like, okay, that could then go up to 60. And this could go down to... Oh, I see. No, am I meant to do it like this? So this goes down to 20. And this is meant to go up to there. And this is meant to go up to 60. Oh no, because you've given me these random things, I don't know what they mean. Or is it 29, 28, 27, and then this is 51, 52, and then 53. Nope.
For Long's mannequin, the
Margin of error is 7 to 10? That makes no sense.
For Long's mannequin, the
Oh, is it the other way around? Yeah, it is. Okay.
There we are. Magnificent.
So that's if it's 7 out, 8, 9, 10. But let's see. I don't know. So this is 3 to 5, so this is 26 to 34. 3, 1, 2, 3.
Excellent. Now, on to the next step.
And this is just the same thing again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Right, so then that goes up to 35, 34, 33.
There we are. Magnificent.
Yes, I have, Holmes.